Hi everyone. Sorry about that. I, I forgot to open up the trading room earlier. Hang on here a second. We'll get the screen share going on. I was reviewing what was going on yesterday for the remainder of the session, and I got sidetracked. I forgot to open up the webinar broadcast. Yesterday, very dull, very difficult trading. As you can see, the market has established this very tight sideways trading range, kind of trading anywhere from 74.50, it seems, to just shy of 7,500. So it is a 50-point range. It's not exactly tiny. But until the market gets outside of this trading range, things could be a little bit difficult. Yes, Scott says. So were you sitting there just talking to yourself? Yeah, not quite that bad. I got sidetracked reviewing some emails as well, and of course, I'm not able to multitask. Should just stick to my morning routine. First thing I do when I turn on the computer is open up the trading room. All right, well, there was a decent move lower on the part of the sellers as they push the market, looks like, back around the 74.50 area, actually through 74.50, not by much, but that may be enough. To encourage a little bit more selling. So the Hawk microscalper here, actually, technically, I don't think that was a first micro macro cross. It was, oh, maybe it just came into sync. The first micro macro cross, of course, your first signal where everything is in sync. So you need to have your trend lines in sync, your bar color, your filter, and of course your signal. In this case, would all need to be red. Well, that was a short-lived little move lower. Now we're bouncing back. Yeah, like Ray says, a 30-point down gap. We're back into the hard edge here on the Raptor. Not quite the hard edge yet on the Eagle. Whenever we encounter the hard edge, of course, we're looking for some sort of reaction. Here, the Hawk and the Falcon both already a little bit more bullish. It is really early, though. We're only 5 minutes into the session now. If we if we produce a number 3 signal here, I might give it a whirl. Maybe early might be the only move we're going to get. That was kind of the deal yesterday. We saw a little bit of activity early and then nothing. A lot of buy warning dots, though. Look at this. There's some bullish pressure here. So there's your number 2 signal. And there goes the Raptor a little bit higher. All right, well, we'll just kind of keep that on the shelf for now. A decent little push higher. So, well, we're kind of working our way back into yesterday's trading range again. Okay, so just as things start to look a little bit bullish here, and maybe we're going to get a number 1 cloud crossover, look what happened to the Geiger counter. And look at this block of selling that's coming through here now. And this is one of these times, if you were inclined, you could say, well, here's one of these discretionary signals, these follow-up signals. I've got a fairly bearish looking Geiger counter. Maybe I'll see if I can capture a little bit of a move lower. Oh, look at that. Maybe the buyers are going to absorb all of that. I try not to get too desperate looking for a trade, though. All right, so did we get the cloud crossover signal here? No, I guess not, because the cloud's not fully crossed yet. Visually, however, it is a cloud crossover. That would be the number one signal. Overall, though, it's really kind of stale trading. You see here the hawk, a lot of yellow bars. That's a warning sign. A few yellow bars here in the Raptor as well. And on top of that, it's about quarter to the hour. All right, the hawk here with the scalp signal now. Uh, Again, we're just kind of in this same sideways trading pattern that we have been. This is typical of the summertime, by the way. It, Summer can be very stagnant. All right, another little tight little sideways trading range. It looks like, well, we're not moving too far off this primary support zone. Not yet anyway. Well, isn't this fun? Scott's asking, I've heard the second week of September it picks up. Yes, a lot of times you see what's happened. It's just like real life. I know that's a bad analogy, but summertime, of course, a lot of people taking vacations. Well, it's no different in the markets. There's a lot of people taking time off. The markets are a little bit thinner. There's no real serious reports due out at this time of the year. And so the market just kind of flip flops a little bit going back and forth. Yeah, Scott says, if I'm supposed to be on some nice vacation, I didn't get the memo. Well, in a way, I'm glad the market is this quiet because I need to close the room early today. I'm going to close it at the bottom of the hour. I have to rush out and catch a ferry over to Brentwood Bay. The market is we're likely to see at least one good trading day this week. I have a feeling tomorrow may not be it, though. Oh, here we go. Ray coming through with a quote here from the August Almanac. August is a transition month for investors. The lazy, hazy days of summer are drawing to an end, and the fearful months of September and October lie ahead. Historically, August has been an uncertain and difficult month for investors. And we seem to be true to form. All right, we are getting a first micro macro cross here. We are congesting into a rather tight little sideways trading range. If I can get the Geiger counter to get a little bit here into the red zone, I may try to short. I'll just set up a single, and we'll get the stops going. There we go. Give me a little bit of a pullback there, and then come back with a sell signal. All right, so we've got the warning dot. Yeah, I'm with you, Ray. Ray says I don't like any trade right now because the market's sideways. And that's very important to remember. You got to take the market context into account, right? My line of thinking is we saw a move lower out of the open. This may turn out to be an extended bull flag, or pardon me, bear flag of sorts. Yeah, but they're not cooperating. See, they're just going back inside the range. The Geiger counter not cooperating either, so we're just seeing a lot more sideways, a lot more bullishness. Okay, so they're now the number one signal, and there's my chance at a second push entry. So the signal has engaged, and now it's reacting, it's pulling back, so I know the limit of the market at the moment. And doesn't look like they're interested. All right, well, we'll just close that up, put that away. Oh, are they going to give it a whirl? Okay, we almost have an OCO type opportunity here. I'm going to stick with plan A. So this was my sell signal here originally. We did produce another number one signal. It's really questionable. There we go. We'll see. We'll see if there's any follow through from this. Like I said, you could do an OCO order here as well. Could things be any more neutral? All right. Problem with these tight ranges is we could see a false break as well. It's a very real possibility. So are we having fun yet? No, not really. Chances are pretty good, I think, that we're going to try to rally up, maybe test the top end here. Problem with trading ranges, as I pointed out before, oops, you have buying kind of in the bottom quarter, bottom third, selling up here. The middle is no man's land. no woman's land either. You're right. Ray makes a couple comments here. He says, I'm waiting to see if at 10:30 a.m. Eastern I might get a good trade. Traditionally, the bottom of the hour, sometimes things shake up a little bit. He also writes, the day ranger has passed yesterday and the 5-day average. So let's take a look here. The day ranger just kind of gives you an idea what to expect for daily ranges. And right now, we are yesterday's range very quiet at 145. Today, already up to 154. But you can see the average daily range getting a little bit smaller. Just 30 days ago, we were almost 350. The 10-day range also in that neighborhood, but the 5-day range falling off quite a bit. All right, a little bit of a bull push there as we see whether or not the market will try to get up to the yesterday's highs. I think I'm just going to watch it. I'm not going to try to do anything with that. Looks like the E-mini and the Russell also kind of in the same boat. All right, well, I would have almost said we were getting a little bit more bullish here. All right, more conflicting signals, more sideways trading. We did get, like I said, a little bit of a push up there, but that didn't last very long. You know what, folks? I think we're just going to close up the room here. I was going to let it go to the bottom of the hour, but really we're just looking at more of the same. If you are going to try to trade today, I think my only advice would be if the market gets up here around, if it does manage to get as high as 74.80, 74.90, look for an opportunity to sell. You'll probably use one of the discretionary sell signals. It won't necessarily coincide with a number 2 signal. And likewise, if it gets back here toward the bottom, just look for a discretionary buy signal. I think that might be the best that we can do today. All right, gang, let's try it again tomorrow. I will talk to you then. Bye for now.